Okay, last chance we're giving to this. I'm hoping that it shall work. Let us double check. Okay, awesome. I've got the chat up. I'm trying to do this in multiple places, but for some reason it keeps going down. Perhaps it's the sound. I'm not even sure. Okay, let's see how this works. I think I'm gonna just move everything over. For my friends here, I'm going to put something in the chat. Please head on over to, just in case we get disconnected, I want you to be able to uh, continue watching so you know where you're going. Okay, awesome. So I put it in the chat just in case if I've got people watching somewhere else, you know where you're going. Okay, I think we finally got all the technical difficulties down and out. Okay, perfect. This is looking better. Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this Saturday. My name is Juliana, and tonight we're diving into one of the most requested topics: focus, energy, and mental clarity, all without caffeine. If you are like me, a woman of a particular age, or even sometimes earlier, and you already crash around 3 to 4. If you're drinking third, fourth, fifth cup of coffee and it's still not helping, then raise your hand, say I, and come join me because we'll talk about some awesome and cool solutions that I found that you could test, and I'm sure you're going to love. This is so odd. Why do we have? I have such an odd thing here. Let's just turn this off. I don't know why my QR code is, or my code rather, is covered. Let's just double check. This is so welcome. Okay. So odd. I see one screen. Okay, perfect. I think we figured it out. All the codes are where they need to be. You guys are getting the picture. Awesome. What is happening today? My Saturday computer and phone just don't want to work. This is, ugh. So, whether you're juggling a career, kids, classes, or just trying to get through a to-do list, or just trying to get through a live like I am right now, then God help us, first of all. And second of all, so many of us live with the brain fog, afternoon crashes, and mental burnout. And the only thing we're told is to drink more coffee. But that just leads to jitters, it leads to crashes and sleepless nights. So tonight is different. We're talking about real solutions that support your brain, your hormones, your energy naturally. No caffeine needed, which is super awesome, at least in my opinion. My biggest problem is of course how I tend to feel in the afternoon. Kind of starts a vicious cycle. I cra- I crash by 3 to 4 p.m. This was before I started to minimize my caffeine intake. 3 to 4 p.m. rolls around, and this is like an hour, 2 hours after the kids come home from school. So we're like heavy in homework, after school activities, and I start to crash. By then, I usually had 2, maybe 3 cups of coffee. So what do? Naturally, I reach for another cup of coffee, which does not work. Not only does it not work, but it also causes jitters and like this weird sweaty feeling, which is worse and worse. But at the same time, I won't be able to sleep. I won't be able to fall asleep at night at a normal hour that night, which is awful. And so the horrible cycle of not sleep, too much caffeine. I don't know why I continue drinking it because it's no longer working. So if you've ever felt anything like that, let me know in the chat. I also would love to know where you guys are tuning in from. Just come in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from and if you've ever experienced it, a horrible cycle of self-abuse. So tonight is different, and we'll talk about real solutions. All the products that I mentioned, my Amazon friends can find in the carousel right below. I will highlight them as I go. As you can see, we have some awesome discounts today for everyone here. Yes, you head into the chat. There's everything you need to know so you can shop or check this out right here. Okay, awesome. So we'll start with, don't forget to hit the follow button so you don't miss the future lives, and don't be shy in the chat. I'll be answering your questions as we go. Yesterday we had a phenomenal conversation. We got derailed a little bit, but we had a couple of really cool conversations, and I hope we'll be in the same place today. So follow. If you're looking to shop, Amazon is the best place to do so. You'll find everything you need here or in the chat. Come say hello. So we'll start with segment number 2, which will be our morning clarity stack. The brain fuel without the buzz. That's what I like to call it anyway. This group of products is your AM nootropic stack, designed to replace or support your morning coffee with a clean, crash-free energy and sharp focus, right? We're looking for energy and sharp focus. I think the most important thing to mention here is when I say stack, it simply means a combination of products. I kind of came up with a little nickname. So if I say AM nootropic stack, all it means is that meant for the morning. Nootropics is a certain type of supplement, and stack meaning a combination of products. I always say, do you have to take everything I say? Absolutely not. You should always take supplements or anything really to try to resolve an issue, not just for the heck of it or for the fun of it, to resolve or address an issue or to help your body through something. Okay? So we'll start with number 1, which is a great idea. Ironically enough, it's good for everyone, and we have it in 2 formats. We'll start with vitamin B complex, and we have it in liquid format, in drops and capsules. I personally love the drops because it avoids our gut altogether. Sometimes I'm pretty sensitive to supplements, so anytime I take a capsule, I could feel nausea, depending on the supplement, depending if I took it with food. So anytime I can avoid that whole situation and take drops, I do that, and these are phenomenal. They're mixed berry, yes they are, and they're delicious. I think I've shown them already here, but they're definitely part of my routine. So B vitamins are our foundation for energy, brain function, and even your mood, which is super cool. So if you're dealing with burnout, cycle-related fog, or fatigue, you need to start here. This B complex supports your nerve health, neurotransmitter production, metabolism without overstimulating your system. Pro tip: I take it with breakfast to kickstart mental energy for the day, and it pairs well with lion's mane or omega-3. For those who are not into drops and you're looking for another solution, then you can, of course, use the vitamin B complex in capsules. So if you already take supplements or something else and you have a routine, and this would be super easy to add to a pill bottle. This is where I should mention, if you have any type of diagnosis or you take some type of medication on a regular basis, I want you to speak to your doctor first. You don't want to we want to improve the quality of your life. We want to bring health and happiness. We don't want it to make it worse. So in order not to do that, I want you to speak to your doctor if you have a diagnosis or you take any type of medication on a regular basis, because they can counteract. So this is how the capsule looks. I would say there is like a slight, almost like an eggy, herby scent to it, but very nonchalant. So some of them you smell and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. I am super sensitive to scent and smell, so I would tell you this isn't it. This is definitely doable, easy to take. It is regular size, and you are to take, I believe it's 2 at a time. Yeah, so there's 60 capsules total, and 2 are per serving. Again, if you are already part of a routine and you have a pill bottle, or you have like a supplement thing where you take every morning, then take the capsules. No matter how much I love the drops, I want you to be consistent. The key here is consistency, and anything we can do to help you stick to your routine, we should do that. So first, we choose the product to fix your issue. Second, as far as the type, don't think, oh my God, this is so tasty or the gummies are so cool. Take the product or the type of product that will fit into your routine. If you need to take extra steps, I don't know, if you need to go get it, you can't put this in your pill bottle. You can't put it next to your other supplements. Your all other supplements are either capsules or tablets. This will be forgotten. One day you're going to forget it in your medicine cabinet and it's never going to leave it again. So please don't do that. Take the format that you're actually going to use. Okay, so again, pro tip, take it with breakfast, meaning with food if you're taking capsules. If you are taking the drops, you can take it on its own without food because it bypasses your gut altogether. And it pairs well with lion's mane, which is super cool for focus in your mind. And of course, omega-3. Okay, next we'll move on to lion's mane, of course, one of my favorites. Here we go. And today we're going to talk about two formats, capsules, and later on we'll mention the drops as well. So this mushroom is a star player period for your brain support. It is known for enhancing your memory, focus, and even nerve regeneration. It is perfect for you're dealing with brain fog, mental fatigue, or want to stay sharp during your period or menopause. Remember, today this is helpful for both, of course, males and females, but I am trying to address the ladies here. We ran out of time yesterday. We usually do an hour live. We so got into the conversation, the suggestions. We shared some personal experiences. So we didn't get through all the segments, and I wanted to come back and make sure, the ladies are taken care of. I think we should talk about what happens. The women 35, 30, sometimes even as early as 30 or 35 plus. We're here, we're alive, we're vibrant, we want to feel great, we want our quality of life to improve. We don't want to crawl to the cemetery. So again, lion's mane, it's perfect if you're dealing with brain fog, mental fatigue, or you want to stay sharp during your period or your perimenopause, and that's what we talked a lot about yesterday. So why women love it particularly is, unlike caffeine, lion's mane helps your brain adapt and grow, not just power through, and it's super cool when you are consistent with it. So 120 capsules, you take 2, that means 2 months supply, which is more than enough time to feel the difference. Now, if you are starting a stack or you're starting just one supplement, I do want you to keep a little diary of sort. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be an essay. Let me show you the capsule. I just want you to take note because our memory is not like a record player. So you need to put something on paper so you can attribute how you feel to the correct thing. All you would need is to put a date, the type of supplement you started, and I always encourage to take a photo. First day, somewhere in the middle, and the last day. So it's a regular sized capsule, very, very faint mushroomy scent, absolutely doable. I love mushrooms. I love them fried. I love them in the soup any way possible, but I'm not too fan of the scent that they have, but this one is very, very light, so absolutely doable. Again, 2 months supply, 120 capsules. Next, we'll move to so if this is a lion's mane, then we have another cool thing, which is a mushroom complex. So it's not only lion's mane, it's a whole bunch of them. I have been consistently taking lion's mane for a while now. I'm yet to try the combo, but it is a 12-in-1 complex, which is super awesome. Now, each mushroom usually has something that it's geared towards something specific. So it's like a multitasking mushroom blend. It includes lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, cordyceps, and they're all working together to support your immune system, your brain, your gut-brain connection. So it's brain support plus stress and inflammation balance. A great daily multitasker for busy women. So super cool if you're looking for one blend and all. And you listen, once you start researching mushrooms, and I'll give you a couple of opinions from experts, where you're more than welcome to go and do your own research, which I always encourage. But I think mushrooms is definitely the future. Cognitive support. Okay, before we move on to, I think we have 4, 5, 6, we have 3 more products in this segment, and then we'll do questions. So if you have a question, please put it in the chat and we'll address it. If you just want to come on and introduce yourself, please do so. For people that are walking in, my name is Juliana and this is NutraHarmony. And today's topic is focus, energy without the jitters. So natural support for our brain. Okay, awesome. So mushroom complex. Next is a cool blend, a memory and focus nootropic supplement. So this is a more targeted brain formula, which think clarity, here it is. Think clarity, recall, and learning support. It includes ingredients like bokapa, ginkgo, all known to support mental sharpness and long-term brain health. So if you've ever forgotten your own sentence, mid-sentence, high hormones, this one is for you. So because I think I've mentioned it before, I think I am walking into an active phase of perimenopause. My worst so far symptom is the moodiness, and number 2 is the focus. Like my cognitive abilities have went down the drain. So virtually no scent. Again, regular size capsule, so super easy to take. You take 1 as a serving, and it has 60 capsules, so it's 2-month supply, which is awesome. Just about enough to feel the difference. So the ingredients are B vitamins, folate, and the mushroom blend. So a little bit of everything. And remember, whether it's nootropic complex, or it's adaptogens, the best results you're going to get is with consistency. If you're looking to test and see how you feel, I recommend for nootropics and adaptogens 6 to 8 weeks, which is about a month and a half to 2 months. I also recommend doing a little diary / note taking. So just put the first day that you've taken it, put the supplement that you take. I also suggest putting your mood, put whatever the issue you're dealing with. So for example, if you're gearing, or your goal is a more focused, gathered thoughts, and a sharper mind, then just make up a score from 1 to 10 and put the score every day. And sign off that you've taken the supplement. Our memory isn't like a recording device. It is not 1-for-1 perfect. We make stuff up. We remember things differently. We attribute things to things that weren't at fault or have nothing to do with it. So I really encourage you to definitely start a little health diary. It's a super cool experiment, right? You get to know your body, you get to research, you get to learn, and you get to see how it works. Super cool. Okay, so next is omega-3, a must-have in today's world. I think we are all experiencing that good quality salmon or fish is so hard to come by. Not only is it hard to come by, it is practically unattainable for the regular folk, right? It is so expensive. In my opinion, I could, afford to buy some maybe once a month, but it's definitely not enough to get the omega-3s I need. And your brain is over 60% fat, and omega-3s help it function properly. This one supports cognition, mood stability, and focus, especially for women dealing with cycle-related dips or ADHD-like symptoms. Bonus, it helps with joints and skin health too. So incredible, awesome. We have 90 soft gels, and it's only 1 per serving. It is lemon flavor, and of course, it's made from wild caught. So it's awesome. I do have to mention that NutraHarmony is manufactured in the United States, which makes it to the highest standard. So you can't smell Anyone remembers how we used to get fish oil? I was a kid and my grandma would give me the tablespoon of fish oil. First of all, as soon as she took that, I don't know, it was like a canister of some sort. As soon as she would take it out, the whole house would smell it. The whole apartment would smell it. All the kids would know what's coming. It was horrible. And it tasted just like it smelled. So this one is super easy. One soft gel a day and you are done. And it doesn't even have any scent. Because of the little lemon flavor, it kind of takes all the fishies out. So awesome. EPA and DHA, heart, brain, and joints. Heavy metals free and tested. Awesome. So definitely a must. Okay, next one. Let's see. Do we have any questions? I'm trying to pay attention to two things. Okay, next one is a super cool new thing that I'm testing, trying, researching along with Saffron. It is the PQQ-CoQ10. So it's a duo that powers your mitochondria. And mitochondria is the batteries inside each cell. So if you feel sluggish, if you feel foggy, PQQ and CoQ10 can help reboot your brain's energy system. God, I love the names they come up with it sometimes. The packaging is so pretty. It's like grayish with the greens. So gorgeous. Matches my shirt perfectly. So think of this one as your brain's pre-workout. If you've ever went to the gym, you know the drink that you make to help you power through. So a pre-workout, but without the jitters for your brain. Guys, check out the products that I've brought for you today. Shop please on Amazon. For my folks here, you can do so with the code right here, or head on to the chat and you'll find everything you need. My Amazon lovelies, I am highlighting it as I go. You could slide the carousel, you could go back and forth, you could check out products while you are listening to me. And of course, don't forget to ask questions. I found the best possible deals, so you'll see some of the products have awesome discounts right now, so take advantage. I also would like to remind that NutraHarmony offers an additional, meaning if the product has a coupon or is on sale, this will go on top of it. So NutraHarmony offers an additional 20% off for your first subscribe and save order. So if you are taking a supplement on a monthly basis, just put it on subscribe and save. Save the 20%, and you'll know that you'll always have it in stock. Not many people realize that you can set up the deliveries as close together as every 2 weeks or as far apart as every 6 months. So it's absolutely up to you. Okay, top 5 questions for segment 2. Let me know if you have your own. I always like to hear. Let me just double check. Yeah. Oh my God. We're actually live everywhere. I am super excited. Okay. Top 5 questions for segment 2. Can I take all of these together? So technically, yes. Do you need to? No. You should only take what addresses the issue. The 6 products that I mentioned, here how I would take them. So stack B complex, lion's mane, and omega-3 I would take in the morning with a meal. And then PQQ plus focus capsules based on your needs. I hope it answers that question. Okay, what if I already drink coffee? So these work with or instead of caffeine and help smooth out the crashes. My best recommendation is just get rid of the last coffee that you drink throughout the day. So you drink 4 cups of coffee, 4th one, say no, and start consistently taking the supplements. And then keep a record, put it in your little journal and see how you feel 2-3 days into it. Okay, best stack for ADHD symptoms or distraction. So my best suggestion is to try B complex plus lion's mane and focus supplement. They target executive function, mood, and recall. I also always tell you, please, if you have a diagnosis or you take any type of medication on a regular basis, who do you need to call? Who do you need to talk to? Not Juliana. You need to contact your doctor. This is serious. Please do not joke around with your joke, don't play around, don't toy around with your health. It is one thing that you will not be able to buy, even with the best and the most money. So please don't. Okay, so again, for the symptoms, sometimes people, attribute to themselves diseases that they don't have, but we do experience a range of symptoms for various reasons, sometimes stress, sometimes diet issues. So if you do, definitely try B complex plus lion's mane plus focus supplement. This will be a great idea. Question number 4. Will the mushrooms make me sleepy? What a cool question. No, not at all. These are functional mushrooms, not sedatives. They support balance, not drowsiness. Last question for the segment is, do I need omega-3 if I already eat fish? Maybe not, but most women still don't get enough DHA, EPA daily, and this gives you consistency, potency, and you know that it's been tested. So I hope everyone knows you should never get the only type of salmon you should get is wild caught. If it's pool ground or anything like that, just don't buy it. It's not worth it. The damage that the harm it could do is far greater than the good that's going to come out of it. Tilapia is not a fish that you should get. And usually these are the two that are most affordable. So if you are relying on these two, a bad idea. Okay, expert opinions. You guys have loved this new segment, so we decided to keep it. Remember, we are still calling ourselves the Wellness and Wisdom Group. If you have come up with a better name, I think we're going to do like a contest. Maybe we'll give something away for free. But I want to hear for that. I want to hear an idea for our Amazon community, a cool name for it. So far, we have Wellness and Wisdom. Okay, just keep that in mind. Expert opinions for segment number 2. So this one, if I've mentioned his name many, many times before, but I'm going to say again, if you want to understand yourself, how your brain works, hack it, as the kids would say these days, then this guy, you must know who he is. His name is Dr. Andrew Huberman. This is our cold plunger. He says that lion's mane supports brain-derived nootropic factor, BDNF, which is key for focus and mental energy. So if you feel like you're overwhelmed in your mind, this is a cool solution. Check them out. Do your own research. I always encourage you. Next expert we've got is Dr. Mark Hyman. He says that B vitamins and omega-3s are the foundation of cognitive function, how well you can think, and of course, your hormonal health. Last but not least, Dr. Jolene Brighton. She says that women's brain fog is often a mix of cortisol, which is our stress hormone, nutrient gaps, and cycle disruptions. Supplements can help restore clarity. I don't know if anyone has watched the new video that came out on the Diary of a CEO. It has all these incredible professionals and experts and doctors, and they all talk about female health. I got like a little snippet from it. I encourage everyone to go search for it and look. Diary of a CEO. It's a roundtable of female health experts. And the one thing that I caught is your body is meant to work like clockwork. So if your period is off, if your cycle is driving you insane, and you go to your doctor and you say, hey, something isn't right, and he's telling you it's okay, it's all normal, or you haven't been feeling like yourself, and he tells you it's okay, it's all normal, part of life, you're getting older, or whatever he or she may say, you need to find another doctor. And you definitely should watch the podcast. I'm definitely watching it, and I'll bring all the juicy, good info to you guys next week. Okay, segment number 3 is Midday Clarity Stack. So for calm, focused, and centered, no crash women, boss babe. Let's talk about that midday slump. That was my problem with over drinking too much coffee, it eventually not working, and me slumping out. You know, when your energy dips, your brain turns to mush, and you consider just hiding under a blanket until bedtime. It is irony. I still schedule all my meetings either in the morning or late at night because there's 4 to 6 hours during the day where not only can't I think straight, I can scrape myself off a couch sometimes. Okay, so this next group of products helps stabilize your focus through the middle of the day. There's no caffeine, no crashes, and no overstimulation. That was another thing. Like a pre-workout, if you've ever gone to the gym or if you've ever tried a pre-work supplement, it's like a drink you mix in your drink. You feel that heart racing, you feel that pumping, right? Because it's meant for physical activity. You're going to go, you're going to lift weights, you're going to run, whatever you do in gym, and you'll work it off. But I don't like that feeling while you're sitting at a desk trying to focus, filling out, talking to you guys or filling out a spreadsheet, or writing something. It's insane. Like you can't sit still. So we are not looking for stimulants, something that feels like somebody's jamming something up your butt. You want calm energy, also with the benefit of focus and cognitive support, meaning it's clearer for you to think. I remember those days long ago before having kids, right? I'm a witty, quick thinker. Everything came easy, and I took it for granted. Then I had my kids, and my brain went bloop like an egg, squashed. Once they started growing up, I got about 25% of it back. I'm literally, I try to calculate it. I got about 25% back. Now I have preteens and teens. They're almost all teens, practically don't need me. And I still am not back at my 100 potential. I recently had a meeting. This is how I realized it. I recently had a meeting. When I tell you I used quick thinker, I think I still am for the most part, but I was definitely much better. So after the meeting, I walked off, and you know how they say don't throw hands after the fact? That's how I felt. I was like, why didn't I think of that in the moment? And I just couldn't. I feel like I'm still working at 75% capacity, and it sucks. So when I'm looking for something to stimulate or to help, I don't want it to feel jittery. I don't want that weird, overstimulated feeling. I want calm clarity, if it makes sense. And for this, these are my favorites, and one of them I'm still testing, and I will report back like day by day experience. So we are talking about L-Theanine, one of my favorite supplements of all time. Here we go. My Amazon ladies and gents, check it out right here. I have it highlighted. So this is my go-to for calm clarity, which I absolutely love. It's found naturally in green tea, and I love green tea. I love matcha. So found naturally in green tea, it helps you stay focused and alert without getting wired. It smooths over cortisol spikes, which are our stress hormones, and help you stay grounded, especially if you're juggling a million tabs in your brain. Who also keeps a whole bunch of tabs open in their computer? That's how my brain feels sometimes. And this is incredible to help you sort through it and focus. I love it. And we'll talk about the various ways you can combine it with other supplements in just a minute. So 120 capsules, you take 2. That means there is a 60-day supply, so 2 months, which is awesome. Let's take a look. Yeah, 2-month supply. Capsule is smaller than the regular size. There is no scent. White filling, very, very easy to take, super easy. Just put them with the rest of your beautiful supplements that you take. I feel like this is so, look how tiny it is. So easy to work into your routine, and no scent at all. Do I smell green tea or I don't smell green tea? No, virtually no scent. Okay, so awesome. Perfect, calm clarity. If I'm going to give you some expert opinion on it as well. I love it. Next one is saffron extract. That's the buddy that I am testing right now. Like I said, I feel like I'm walking into active perimenopause, and some of the symptoms are horrendous. And the worst one is the mood. I felt such dread for almost a week. It was awful. And I can't say I'm bubbly, but I'm super outgoing. I thrive in chaos, but it was just awful. Honestly, I felt so sad, and it felt like the sun will never come out and I will never feel happy again. So this is when I started researching saffron extract. And I finally said 3 weeks ago, I said, I give in. I saw the studies, I saw the clinical research. It's actually clinically proven to support your mood and reduce emotional eating. Another bonus. So, again, for the people in the back, saffron is clinically proven to support mood and reduce emotional eating. Ladies, if this is not God sent to us, then I don't know what is. So again, saffron, clinically proven to support mood and reduce emotional eating. It's amazing for stress, snacking, PMS, mood dips, and late day irritability. It naturally boosts your serotonin and works especially well when combined with L-Theanine and B complex. If you want to take over the world, anyone remember the pinky, and the brain. Every night, Pinky asks, Brain, what are we going to do today? We're going to try and take over the world. So, ladies, if you want to take over the world and you are slightly over 35, then saffron, L-Theanine that we just saw, and a B complex, and there won't be a man or anything that will stop you ever. I promise you. So we are about three weeks in with saffron. The only thing, just like things you would take for depression, it needs to build up in your system, so it takes some time. This is why I said I will report back my personal experience once enough time has passed, and I want to give it at least 6 weeks. We are halfway there, and I don't know. You tell me, if we go back a week ago and we watch my live, do I seem better now or a week ago? Maybe I'll do, this is a great idea. Do you want to see a comparison side by side? We'll check it out. I didn't think to take pictures. Now I'm thinking about it. I was like, I should have taken pictures, but we do have documented videos because I was still doing lives when I started Saffron. But I do keep my diary. I will show you my notes when I'm going to be at the end of the 6 weeks. But you don't have to rely only on me. Again, clinically proven. There's so many studies. You can check it out and do the research yourself. And to take over the world, all you need is saffron, a little bit of L-Theanine, and B complex. At least we don't need star bees, right? Okay, awesome. Next one is a cool complex. It is the cortisol health support. This one helps manage your body's stress hormone. We've heard it all, cortisol, right? So when cortisol is too high or swings too much, you feel wired, tired, anxious, and sometimes foggy. Adaptogens like ashwagandha, rhodiola help bring your stress response back to balance so you can stay calm and focused. I personally like to address each issue separately, but if you know that if you are under daily stress, and you know that cortisol is the issue, this would be your solution. Okay, did we highlight it? Again, for my peoples here, please use this or check out what I left for you in the chat. Let me just say. Okay, awesome. I think we might actually get through all the stuff today. So last product in this in the set is our vitamin vitamin D3 and K2, and yes, they must come as a duo. This is super interesting. Oh, quick thing, ladies, the cortisol that we have highlighted right now, it is incredible for men as well. So if you feel that your hubby has been short fused, a little more under stress, if he's working on a huge project, perhaps it may be a good solution for him. Definitely test it and try it. All right, vitamin D3 and K2 liquid drops. I love liquid drops. Again, a lot of the supplements can mess with your tummy. I am super sensitive, and now that I'm walking into perimenopause, even more so. So anything that can help me bypass it, I will use. Oh, and there's a cool deal on it. So we have it 2 ways. We have it in drops. We also have it in capsules. So this is what I say. If you don't have a routine yet, or you have a routine which includes drops and capsules or just drops, then get the drops. If you have a routine where you only take capsules or tablets, then take the capsules because it's going to be much easier. You can put them all in the same pill bottle. because after all, what we're going for is consistency. So any way you can make it easier for yourself to make sure you take it every day, you do that. So vitamin D plays a major role in our hormone balance, mood, and brain function. Most women are low, especially in the fall or winter. This is why I have been including this one and the capsules in every live, because we have walked into fall. We are in mid to ending in November already. I can't believe we're here. So as the sun is going to keep going less and less, you need this. This one is liquid. It is easy to take. It and combines D3 and K2 for proper calcium absorption and bone support. Why do we need K2? Because it tells D3 where to go. Instead of your arteries, it goes to your bones, and it does the job that it needs to do. Okay, top 5 questions for segment 3. If you have your own questions, you don't hear the answer to it, put it in the chat. That's why the chat is here. Don't be shy. If you don't want to, I won't read it. I always ask for permissions in order for me to read it out loud. So put it in the chat. Practically no one reads it unless I read it out loud. The flavor is orange. It is super, super tasty. I know I've taken it before. That orange delicious scent. Okay, questions. Can I take these in the mornings too? So yes, but I love them mid-morning or early afternoon. Remember, this segment is for our midday. This is why the question is asking if you can take it in the morning. But I personally think that you should take it mid-morning or early afternoon to smooth out the crash, right? This specific stack or this specific combination of supplements is meant to help you ride out the full day without having to lay down for a nap. Okay, best combo for mood and motivation. Try Saffron, L-Theanine, and B complex. This is my women take over the world combo. Again, Saffron, L-Theanine, and B complex. It's great for cycle-related burnout and other things. Okay, does cortisol support help with belly fat? I don't know if people know. I don't think we've ever done like a biology deep dive, but if you guys are interested, we'll definitely do it. So cortisol, when we have a belly, and it goes for males and females, usually the midsection, when you get that belly, and it means that you are under a lot of stress, and it's usually the cortisol that triggers the accumulation of fat here, and it could be especially dangerous because it is under your it's all over your internal organs, which is super dangerous. So yes, high cortisol can trigger fat storage around the midsection, and adaptogens can help reset that signal. Is vitamin D3 better than a multivitamin? So you can use both. This version is higher in dose and more bioavailable, especially for mood plus immune health. Is it a good idea to take a multivitamin? Absolutely. It's a great place to start. But I say once you start getting to know your body and you know what issues you have, start taking supplements that you need, because usually when they're divided, they're at a higher dosage. When it's a multivitamin, you get a little bit of both just to kind of cover up the holes, but it's still leaking. So if you really want to address the issue, you need to address the issue, and you need to take a correct supplement for that. Question number 5. What time should I take L-Theanine? So I like it before meetings, kids' homeworks, chaos, or creative work. It brings calm focus without the fog. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes to feel. Okay, expert opinions for segment 3. We've got Tara Swart. She says, by the way, these are real names, real experts that you can go out, check out, and see, what they talk about, what they say. I always encourage you and want you to do your own research. So Dr. Tara Swart, she says that L-Theanine enhances alpha brain waves, the same state we reach in meditation. How interesting. I didn't know that. Dr. Aviva Ram says that chronic stress leads to burnout, brain fog, and adaptogens can restore your body's rhythm. So for my ladies at home, if you have small children or you are a housewife, first of all, we love you. We see you. You're doing an incredible job. I know the feeling. The chronic stress the small children, the responsibility of it all, and then the brain fog sets in. You can't think clearly. You put your keys in the microwave. You don't remember where you put the backpack. Did you submit the money or the permission slip? And it goes and it goes and it goes. If you find yourself in this situation, please do try adaptogens. This is insane. Hold on. Okay. Last one. We've know already, and we've had this beautiful. Okay, awesome. We've had this beautiful doctor expert on before. Her name is Dr. Jolene Brighton, and she says that saffron is one of her favorite mood supports, especially for PMS or perimenopause. And I think it's mostly because it is beautifully clinically studied for the mood support. I'm definitely feeling better. I don't want to jump ahead and give you all the things that I've experienced throughout the last 3 weeks. I want to do the full 6 weeks so I can give you a breakdown. I'm so sorry, and I apologize for the person in our messages. It is unbecoming and personally disgusting. I feel sorry for people like that you have nothing else to do, and this is I don't know why anyone would do that. Okay, awesome. Segment number 4, evening reset stacks for sleep, repair, and focus recovery. So how cool is that? We addressed the morning, we addressed the midday, and now we'll talk about when it's time to get ready for sleep. So evening reset stack. Stack simply means a combination of supplements. We don't talk about this enough. You can't focus during the day if you're not recovering at night. Period. If you're not sleeping well, you're not going to be thinking clearly. No amount of L-Theanine, no amount of lion's mane, nothing will help you focus and think clearly. In order to do that, sleeping well must start. It starts with good sleep, period. Okay, awesome. It starts with good sleep. So your brain resets during sleep, and these next supplements help you wind down, get quality reset, and prep your nervous system for a sharper tomorrow. None of these are sedatives. None of these work like melatonin. I have included, for the people, I know some asked last time, there is a supplement within NutraHarmony line that's specifically for sleep, and it does have melatonin. So you could scroll down. I've attached it all the way down in the carousel. However, in this specific combination of products, none of them will make you like drowsy. None of them will have a sedative effect. I hope it kind of makes sense. Okay, so first we'll start with GABA. Let's see. I just can't with some people. So GABA, another cool thing. I think L-Theanine, GABA, and Saffron are my top 3 supplements right now that I'm highly researching, looking into, and testing, of course, on myself. So GABA, if you've been long enough around bros, if you're old enough to have one as your son, or you're young enough to date one, or you've seen them, they're constantly trying to hack their brain. So GABA is what you would be hearing from them. It is your brain's calming neurotransmitter. If your mind races at night, or you wake up feeling tired, even after sleep, this can help slow things down and improve deep rest. It's also great if you're stuck in flight or fight mode from a hectic day. Sometimes it's so hard. The situation is over. It may be hours after, and we just can't snap out of it. This would be what you turn to. Incredible. GABA. Okay, next one is magnesium glycinate. I specifically picked this type of magnesium. There are different kinds. We also have a complex, which includes all, if not all, but most. I've included it because it's gentle on it's the most gentle form. So this one, magnesium is key for sleep, mood, muscle recovery, and digestion, and most women are low on it. I think we were all first introduced to it during the pandemic because we all tried to teach our kids, and it wasn't going well. So this glycinite form is gentle on the stomach and won't cause bathroom issues. I call it the nervous system vitamin. So I'm going to show you. Virtually no scent, kind of white powder inside and regular size capsule. I would say magnesium glycinite is an incredible thing to have in your medicine cabinet, period. So 1 per serving, there's 120 capsules. Okay, last product in our breakdown today is collagen peptides. Okay, let's check it out. Another cool thing. Many people don't realize all the cool things that it does. Check out the deal on it right now. You usually see like a little red marked. Odd. Okay. So collagen peptides, this would be the last one for our nighttime stack. This one may surprise you, but collagen plays a huge role in your gut lining, your skin repair, and even sleep quality. It provides glycine, an amino acid that helps you relax at night and supports detox during your sleep. So definitely worth a try and including it into your routine. We had a young lady yesterday here watching with us. I hope she comes back next week. She's one of our regulars. So she had issues with her stomach, and besides the obvious, I said you always, with inflammation and other issues, you also want to protect and repair, if needed, your gut lining. It is the same thing with beauty. When we damage our skin barrier, it lets through everything, right? The damage becomes easier to do to us because our skin protects us and our skin barrier protects our skin. So when we exfoliate too harshly physically, I'm against physical exfoliation, period. We have AHAs, BHAs for that. It is not necessarily, you need gentle, especially as you get older. Same thing with our gut lining. We abuse it, we use it. Sometimes things don't work the way they should. So anything you could do to repair it, you should. And this awesome collagen peptides works exactly for that, to fix your gut lining. There are 120 capsules, 2 per serving, so 60 days supply. Okay, top 5 questions. We have a little bit of time left. I think we're going to run over a bit over an hour, but I want to give you all the information. Same thing is happening. I kind of got a little bit thrown back by the messages. I don't know if you guys saw them, by the messages in our Amazon chat, and I have no idea why anyone would do that, but I know that we have some girls and women watching today. I apologize. I do have the Amazon system set up, so it should have filtered it, but as you saw, he used a particular type of font, so the AI didn't catch it in time. It has now, so you could see that it's been hidden. However, I apologize. I am so sorry. Okay. Let's see. Top 5 questions for our segment 4. If you don't hear your questions or the answer to the question you have, please feel free to come in the chat. Will this make me groggy the next day? Nope. So as I mentioned prior to starting the segment, these support the restorative sleep, not sedation. You'll wake up clear. I know that the effect that melatonin has sometimes on people, this is none of it. Question number 2, what time should I take GABA and magnesium? So great question. About an hour before bedtime, with or after dinner. Question number 3, can I take collagen at night? So absolutely, especially if you're using it for your gut or skin support, because remember, if you are taking care of your sleep and you're sleeping, that's the time your body is going to repair itself. That's the time it's going to do its magic, right? Because it doesn't have, you're not walking around, you're not thinking, you're not using all of this energy selfishly. Your body gets to use all that energy for itself, so it's going to repair itself. So anything you can give, all the building blocks, all the vitamins, all the nutrients, everything that you can give it at night will help it support and work throughout the night. Best pair for sleep plus anxiety. This was one of the top questions that we got. So sleep and anxiety, you'd want GABA plus magnesium. It's a calming classic. You can add cortisol support if stress is keeping you wired. Again, sleep and anxiety, you will do GABA plus magnesium. You can do magnesium complex or magnesium glycinate, especially if you are not too sure how your stomach is going to react. If you think that stress is keeping you wired, you could also add cortisol support. Okay, last question, number 5. Will this replace melatonin? So if melatonin makes you groggy or gives you vivid dreams, this is a great natural alternative. However, melatonin does do one thing great. It puts you to sleep. Does it help you stay asleep? No, and that's part of the problem. Other things need to help you to stay asleep, but it does put you to sleep. So it won't work like a sedative, like a melatonin. All right, back to our expert opinions for segment 4. Dr. Mark Hyman, he says that magnesium is the original chill pill. How cool is that? I finally put a face to the name. Have you, my generation, I'm a millennial, we all used to say, take a chill pill. So here it is. Magnesium is the original. It is vital for stress recovery and calm. Dr. Sarah Gottfried says that sleep is hormone therapy. If you're not sleeping, you're not healing. And this is especially true, ladies, for those that are in perimenopause and menopause. The last expert is Amy Shah. She says that GABA helps regulate gut-brain signals and affects sleep and anxiety. How cool is that? Segment number 5, I'm going to just speed through it because usually we are about an hour. We are 59 minutes in, but I'm not going to leave you hanging. We'll go through until we are done. I want to make sure that you get it. So these are going to be our bonus brain boosters, format flexibilities and fun. Okay, so bonus brain boosters. Let's wrap up with these few flexible options because I know some of you love capsules, while others are like gummies or I'm not doing it. So don't worry, I got you. So these bonus products offer the same great benefits in different formats so you can build a routine that actually sticks. Remember, we talked about Lion's Mane capsules. Now you can check out Lion's Mane in a liquid. Here it is. I see someone's looking at it. Good choice. So these drops are a great alternative if you don't love pills or you have tummy issues when you take supplements. Same Lion's Mane benefits, focus, memory, gut-brain support, but in a form you take straight or added to tea or even smoothies. Also great for teens or anyone who prefers liquids. I personally, here I have it. I haven't opened it because I started taking capsules. Now I feel bad opening it. It says that it is natural taste. Do you guys want me to open and taste test it with you? So all the benefits of the capsules, but bypasses the gut system, goes straight in your mouth, or you can mix it into a drink. Okay, I gotta keep it moving. Keep it moving. Next is our beautiful mushroom gummies. I love this mushroom. Where are you? Okay, here you go. So yes, mushroom gummies exist, and yes, they are delicious. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Do I have the correct one? No, I grabbed the wrong bottle. Ooh, someone didn't take enough Lion's Mane today. Grabbed the wrong bottle. But it's okay. They are delicious. All the gummies that with the NutraHarmony line are incredible as far as taste. They combine Lion's Mane, reishi, cordyceps, and they're perfect for clean energy and mood balance. Think of it as your midday clarity treat. And I've highlighted for my folks on Amazon, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what they're called. Mushrooms gummies. Okay, next is going to be biotin gummies. Oh my God, these were delicious. We tried them together. I opened them together with you. And I'm going through them. I almost don't have any left. Of course, perimenopause. My nails were going. My hair was going. Finally, I'm getting some back. Taste delicious. Look incredible. Look at that little thing. Like a little berry. So this one is here because it's a because beauty is brain deep. These gummies help support healthy hair, skin, and nails, which are often affected by stress, poor sleep, or nutrient depletion. Bonus, collagen and biotin are also support our brain and gut barrier health. So glow and focus, yes, please, in easy, delicious format. I forgot to highlight it. Here it is. Yummy, delicious. Okay, awesome. I think we've actually covered it all. Okay, perfect. So let me know in the comments. Do you prefer gummies or do you prefer the capsules? Have you ever tried a liquid supplement before? Also, let me know. Do you feel your brain fog more in the morning or in the afternoon? I'd love to know. Bonus expert mentions, and then we'll wrap up. We have Dr. Josh X. He says lion's mane supports both short-term focus and long-term neuroprotection. Dr. Whitney Bowie says that collagen isn't just skin deep, it supports your gut and your brain health too. Dr. Amy Shah says that mushrooms are smart adaptogens, supporting energy, stress, and immune balance. I think we're just getting to know mushrooms all over again. It feels like many generations ago, people knew something that we need to relearn today. So let's do a quick recap. You don't need everything. You just need the right stack and to address your particular issue. So if you need, I'm going to say the need, and then I'm going to say the supplements that you should take. If you need morning clarity, you take B complex, lion's mane, and omega-3. I have an idea. I'm going to put it. Should I put it in the chat for you guys? Here, morning clarity. You take B complex, lion's mane, and omega-3. Okay. Shop live via, when you try to do a bunch of things, that you know that there's no such thing as true multitasking. You're better off doing one at a time. Okay, so morning clarity, we see if you need morning clarity, you take B complex, lion's mane, and omega-3. If you want a midday mood focus, where are you? Then you want L-Theanine, Saffron, and cortisol support. So cortisol support is if you know that you are wired or you're particularly suffering from stress, cortisol. Okay, next, if you have brain fog or memory issues, then I want you to take mushroom complex, focus capsules, and PQQ and COQ10. If you have anxiety or PMS, I want you to take GABA, magnesium, and vitamin D3. I just wrote D3, but it's implied that it's vitamin D3/K2, and that's how our vitamin D comes. Okay, next is sleep reset. If you want to get back into a routine, you've been having a hard time sleeping, this is what you want to try. Magnesium glycinate, GABA, and collagen together. Last but not least, if you want beauty plus a brain boost, then you will take collagen gummies, biotin drops, and lion's mane. Okay, awesome. This is awesome. I am so proud that we've gotten through it. Okay, I've attached other products in the carousel that you guys are more than welcome to check out. Some of the products that we talked about yesterday, some of the products that I also love and use, but not directly related to our segment today. Let me see if I can, I want to put this in the other chat as well. Let me just see. Does it work? Morning clarity. Yay. I'm trying to work with two. Okay, awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, perfect. I'm trying to work with two audiences, and I think I'm gonna have a second person just dealing with the computer, so I get to just sit, show you the products, talk to you, test them, and try them. But I definitely want my Amazon folks. My primary attention is always to you, but I also want to bring more people into our community. Remember, as of now, we are called Wellness and Wisdom. I do ask you to follow and set up notifications. I think we are practically done. Let me just put a couple less messages. I want to make sure that everyone has the recommendation as far as the products I gave. I have two more. Just a sec. Sleep reset. So if you have a better idea for a name, something instead of wellness and wisdom, although I think it's great, right? I'm not shy about my age. I think it's a great thing. And I do feel smarter. I don't know if I would call myself wise, but okay, perfect. I got it into the other chat as well. We'll put it. Okay, perfect. I'm going to put it on screen so my beautiful participants could see it. Okay, perfect. So, and that's a wrap for tonight's NutraHarmony Live. And today was focus and energy without the jitters. You can find everything we've covered right now, right below the video in the carousel. You can scroll through the carousel, build your perfect stack, and give your brain the support it needs. And don't forget, you get 20% off your first subscribe and save offer. That discount will show on the product page, so don't miss it. It's also in addition to whatever the discount is on the product. It's in addition to. It's a discount of the first subscribe and save order. And it's also important to know that many people don't realize you could set up subscribe and save order to come as often as every 2 weeks or as far apart as every 6 months. You can change the products and you can also cancel at any time. If this live has helped you, I want you to press the heart button. I don't know where it is. I see it here, but whatever, make sure you like the live or you heart the live. Amazon doesn't limit the quantity of times that you can hit it. Hit the follow and join us again next time on Wellness and Wisdom, because your wellness journey, we're just getting started. Thanks again for hanging out with me. This was Juliana with NutraHarmony Live. Thanks for hanging. Here's to better focus, more clarity, and absolutely no caffeine crashes. Good night, everybody. I have my cat walking around. I feel like he's hunting me sometimes.